Yeah, I remember, James. I mean, this rot started actually with, Malcolm Turnbull, a left-wing leader of a supposedly Conservative party. It just ended in tears, as I predicted in the column on day one. But when it continued, I remember the one time that Scott Morrison deigned to see me as Prime Minister. One time, he actually boasted that he would not be fighting the culture wars, and the culture wars destroyed him. I think the Liberals got sick, got actually embarrassed about talking about culture wars, frightened about talking about culture wars, and now they've got to learn all over again how to do it.
Yeah, they decided not to fight the culture wars and then lost the culture wars. Who would have guessed? Do you remember when Scott Morrison went into Parliament and he held a piece of coal and he taunted the Labor Party saying, it's coal, it's not going to hurt you, it'll help you, it's good for you. That Scott Morrison just vanished and we got this other person who looked like Scott Morrison but, was massive government spending, massive government interference in the economy during COVID, stood by while mandates were enforced on people regarding vaccinations. The high hopes we had for Scott Morrison and the Liberal Party disappeared completely and they have never been the same since. It wasn't just Malcolm Turnbull. Scott Morrison let a lot of people down.
But Chrissy, just I'm out of time basically, but I did want to ask you, part of the problem was that what the Liberals seem to learn from that, we'll get a managerial class in. We'll get people who go with the flow, Labor flow, the predominant flow. They don't want an argument with the ABC. They're just promising to implement it better. Like, it's been for a while, we will go along with the Republic, but we'll design a better one. We'll go along with the Voice, but we'll design a better one. All that kind of thing. We'll go along with climate policies, but we won't make it hurt us much. I don't know that washes anymore.
Look, again, I return to the point, people want an economic message that brings people to the centre, and they do want the Liberal Party to speak about immigration. They do want the Liberal Party to speak about things that upset them, education, doctrines in our schools, for example, and other things that are so-called culture wars, but they don't want it rammed down their throat in very harsh language.
No.
It has to be centre-right language and centre-right articulation so people can see that we have policies that resonate with them. Labor either goes too far or completely ignores issues that are driving this shift to one nation. And Labor will lose some momentum and some votes as well. They're very worried in the Labor Party that they can't go too far to the right because they're very scared of their left-wing pillars within the Labor Party. They have their own challenges. It is firmly on the coalition at the moment, but they have their own.